live interview from the Cop. Well, actually from a train station in dirty Leeds. After getting a bit of joy today, after watching the Halves with the very, very late show at Derby, taking a leaf out of our neighbours, banging one in last minute and snatching a win. We went behind after 9 minutes and looked pretty much down and out. We weren't really going for it at all. We seemed to be not that interested. They were nicking ball off us constantly. Just seemed to be constantly more into it than we were, and you just wanted half time to come and hope that we could flip things round, which we did. I mean, I think up to half time we'd not got much possession. They'd had a few shots. Fortunately, they are probably down where they are for a reason, but not as bad as some of the teams that we've faced, where we've given them a lot of possession and they've not really had much attacking threat. Obviously, we were behind in this case, and so we did need to come back. So, second half, a few changes from the team that started the first half. Now, the team that started, the changes that we'd made in the first place, we'd brought Paul Valentin in, but we'd left Jan Valery in that sort of right back wing spot. So we'd got Valery on that side, we'd got Paul Valentin, and then we'd got Masaba. We brought Masaba in to give him a bit of an opportunity, and I think of late really Jesse Gassama's been taking the limelight, and he was actually on the left. Everything was generally as per normal. We did put Smith in, we took Bo out, so quite an attacking side, but a little bit lopsided on that right hand side. And I think we saw that obviously if you're pushing so forward on that side, you're going to leave the gaps, and I think that's basically what happened for their goal, which was a bit of a well worked, I suppose you could say, but it just showed the holes in our defence. We had to come back with a bit of a screamer. You couldn't see us coming back at that point really, and we came back with a screamer, Bannan screamer. And he seems to have gone back to doing a few of these this season, which is really great. We got a decent bench, and so we did switch it up in the second half and throughout the first few minutes of the second half. We decided to take Paul Valentin off. We brought a bit later on. We brought Chalabar, which is good for him to see that he's back in again. Heck was on the bench. He was a new sub, but interestingly enough, we took Dominic Iorfa off. We put Liam Palmer on, and it wasn't really a like for like. Obviously, as I say, we took Paul Valentin off as well. And what seemed to actually happen is that as Iorfa came off, that Shea Charles pushed himself a little bit further back and got some defensive duties in, and ended up being a really good defender. So we did seem to be a little bit more balanced with the substitutions, and I think that we just carried on that ended up showing. So we fetched Palmer, Windass, Jamal Lowe, Chalabar, and Callum Patterson. And Lowe and Patterson got together right at the end. Pato managed to get the ball and swivel really, really well on the ball to get it over, and Jamal Lowe stuck a leg out. Great goal, 90 odd minutes at that point, and there were no way they were going to get back into it. But we were making all the running in the second half. We actually did to them what they did to us in the first half, and overall we were getting our foot in, taking the ball off them. Dispossessions, I think overall was something like 15-14. After the first half, it was something like 11-2 to them. So they were taking ball off us, and 10 something to us in the second half. So yeah. Not a bad result, and it's good if we can do that. I suppose you can say onwards and upwards from this point. That's the way that we roll. Danny very happy at the end. Fans very happy at the end. Obviously in good voice. You could hear them throughout, especially once we started to push back in that second half. So let's hope that this is going to be the catalyst now to send us up the table. Maybe give us a little bit of a hope. Because I think if we carry on the way that we are, you just never know. We could end up pushing a little bit higher and looking, instead of it being mid-table, upper mid-table, looking on the backs of those playoff places. You can dream, can't you? Hey, until next time, see you later.